we're going to compare the personal loans from Avant and OneMain Financial. We've spent years working in the lending industry and we track dozens of lenders. We want to break down these two lenders so that you can see which one might be better for your particular situation. The first thing that we're going to look at are the loan amounts that they offer. Avant's minimum loan amount is $2,000 and OneMain will issue loans as low as $1,500. So if you're looking for just a little bit of money to handle an emergency, OneMain offers a little bit more flexibility on the low side. If you're looking for a more substantial amount of money, Avant will lend as much as $35,000, while OneMain tops out at $20,000. I put an asterisk next to OneMain's minimum and maximums because in some states these numbers change. For instance, in 6 states, the minimum is at least $2,000, and in 4 states, the maximum is below $14,000. Avant definitely has more flexibility on the high side. For both of these lenders, it's important to remember that the amount that they offer you will depend on your particular financial situation. Loans from Avant have terms between 1 and 5 years. OneMain's terms range from 2 to 5 years. If you are borrowing only $1,500 from OneMain, do not take 2 years to pay it back. Now let's look at the cost of the two loans. Avant's minimum APR is 9.95%, which is a very respectable bottom rate in this day and age. OneMain's minimum is 18%. Both of them have maximum APRs that cap out at 35.99%. So Avant wins the lower category, and neither of them win the upper category. Avant charges an origination fee up to 9.99%, but you will notice that I put an asterisk in there. That's because Avant actually calls it an administration fee, which has a unique property. If you pay off your loan early, Avant will reimburse you a prorated amount of the administration fee, at least as long as the fee was more than 5%. Avant is the only lender that I know that does this. OneMain's origination fee ranges from 1% to 10%, but in some cases, it could be a flat rate of $25 to $500. Why the confusion? Well, OneMain will charge the most that they can given the state laws in which they operate. That means that it will depend on what state you live in and the regulations that they have. I'm going to highlight Avant for the origination fee. Keep in mind that the origination fee is a percentage of the borrowed amount and comes out of the proceeds of the loan. So if you borrow $10,000 and have a 5% origination fee, you will receive $9,500, but you'll still need to repay the $10,000. Remember that the origination fee is accounted for in the APR. The APR is the origination fee plus the interest rate. All things being equal, you want a lower origination fee if you plan on paying off your loan early. Avant is the only lender I know that will give you a reimbursement for your origination fee if you pay the loan off early. Avant targets customers with fair to good credit. Credit scores between 640 and 720. OneMain is willing to lend to people below 620. Just over half of their borrowers have credit scores below 620. The lower you go down in their ranges, the less likely you are to be approved because credit score is just a guideline. Lenders don't usually use credit score to determine eligibility. They'll use other things like payment history, debt to income ratios, utilization, whether you secure the loan, stuff like that. Avant does not accept cosigners on their loans, but OneMain will. A cosigner is someone who agrees to pay off your loan if you fail to repay it. If you can qualify for the loan that you need, there's little reason to entangle a loved one in the process. But if you have a spouse or a loved one that has a stronger credit profile than you do, adding them as a cosigner might make all the difference in getting the loan you need. It's good that OneMain offers this option. Avant charges a $25 late fee, which is a rather hefty fee. Not the highest in the industry, but certainly higher than most. OneMain charges $5 to $30, or it could be 1.5% to 15% of the late amount. Again, I believe state regulations will dictate what they will charge you, but 15% of the late amount is an eye-popping number. So you will want to keep an eye on what they will charge you. in your state. I'm going to give this category to Avant because of its simplicity. Both companies will charge other fees as well. Avant charges a $15 dishonored payment fee if they attempt to take a payment and the check bounces or there's not enough money in the account when they attempt to make an ACH draw. OneMain calls it an NSF or non-sufficient funds fee. They will charge between $10 and a whopping $50. $50 seems so outrageously high, I had to double check my research every time I see it. And yep, it really is $50. With Avant, you can complete the entire application process and funding online. For OneMain Financial, you can apply online, but you will need to go into a store to complete the process. In store, you will verify your identity and sign the documents. Going into a store doesn't sound convenient, but it does allow you to get the money immediately. With Avant, you would have to wait 1 business day to get the money deposited into your account. Avant lends in 46 states and OneMain in 44 states. This is meaningful because of OneMain's requirement that you visit a OneMain Financial storefront to complete the process. Avant only offers unsecured loans. OneMain offers both secured as well as unsecured loans. You can secure the loan with the title of your motor vehicle. OneMain might even push you to secure your loan in order to increase the chances of being approved. That's a two-edged sword. Securing a loan can often help you get approved when you otherwise wouldn't, but it also puts your collateral at risk. If financial trouble arises, you might find yourself in worse shape than you were before, especially if you lose your automobile in the process. There are a few concerns that I need to bring up when it comes to OneMain Financial. OneMain has several different kinds of insurance that they will try to get you to buy. The cost of the insurance will not be accounted for in the APR, so paying for the insurance could make borrowing from OneMain Financial more expensive than you were expecting. Because you have to go into the store to complete the process, you might be subjected to some sales pressure. The last concern I have about OneMain is that they don't make it easy to pay off the loan early. In fact, any extra payments that you make will just be prepaying future payments rather than paying down principal. That means that you won't actually save interest by paying early. So let's summarize what we've learned about these two companies. You can see that Avant wins more categories than OneMain Financial does, but for many people, the most important two things are whether they can get the money that they need at the lowest possible price. If your credit profile is a little weaker than you'd like it to be, OneMain might be the one that offers you the money where Avant wouldn't. You will need to balance the relief of getting the money that you need with the potential risks of a OneMain loan, especially the difficulty in paying it off early. That's why we always recommend that before you accept a loan, you should shop around. Find the best deal. You may not qualify for one, yet still qualify for an even better option. You just never know. At the Yukon Project, we've tried to make shopping around easy. If you visit our marketplace page, you can apply to any one of our featured lenders, and behind the scenes, we will check your rate with up to 40 other lenders. Our partners use a soft credit check, so applying won't hurt your credit score. We will show you all of the approved offers so that you can pick the loan that's best for you. If you have any questions about either one of these lenders that we didn't cover, leave a comment below and we'll try to answer it. If you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.